Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Benchwarmers Banter. It is our first episode of 2026. As you can see, we're trying something different. Josh is on the other side because if you don't like him, we can just cut him out of the episode. It just makes it easier. But
recorded from the state library, by the way.
Yeah. How's it going, boys?
Well, New Year, new us. Not really.
I'm having a horrible year.
You should be celebrating, my guy. Big things happening in football for you.
Liverpool hasn't won. They only drew in 2026 as of now. So yeah.
Yeah, we have a great episode lined up for you guys. We're talking about the EPL. The race is heating up over there. We have the India versus New Zealand series. Kohli and Rohit are back. Roko, as Josh likes to call them. And we've got some F1 developments, some off-season stuff that's happening. Yeah. And we've got the Ashes wrap-up, which someone, again, has been very happy about. So, yeah, let's jump right into it with, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, Manchester City is doing well.
Again, just in the FA Cup, man. We're not in the league. We've been washed in the league. We're holding D after D in the league. Yeah. Can I say that? I don't know. Yeah. We've been holding just D's, nothing else. Our last 3 games were draws, by the way. We drew against...
Liverpool are doing exactly...
But you all are washed. We drew against... Initially, we drew against Sunderland. And Sunderland haven't lost a home game all season. Yeah. So absolutely fair, my guy. They haven't lost one, so we get it. Chelsea, last minute dagger, which broke my heart. Okay, and then we draw against Brighton at home. Okay, and then we were on the scope of going 8 points behind until these Babas came and gave us like some hope again because they drew against Arsenal.
Okay.
So we'll get in that game first. I feel like the City game, so there's not a lot to chat about, but I really want to talk about the Liverpool Arsenal game. Did you get a chance to watch it?
Yeah. Yes, I did watch I did not watch the Liverpool Arsenal game because of how late it was in the night. The thing is,
just giving her ages.
Some of us have day jobs, okay?
Fez. We'll be saying anything on the board there.
Yeah, so I did what I usually do. Usually I listen to some white noise before I sleep. So this time the commentary and the game was on, and I woke up at around 5:30 because my sleep got disturbed, and then I looked at the score. Like, what is this? 0-0. Then I went back to sleep, at least peacefully, because I'll tell you, I thought we were going to lose 4-0. And I know people say, oh, you're celebrating a draw and all. My guy, we didn't have strikers. Okay, there was nobody there in the front. And yes, 70-year generational bad team that is. And if we manage to hold Arsenal, I'll tell you 2 things that I thought were very surprising and it's pleasant to see, which is, yes, we've had a poor run of form, but they've figured out, at least with data, something that was going wrong in the season. One was the fact that our set pieces and the way we have conceded in the set pieces has been horrible. We are the bottom of the table in the clubs that have conceded goals from set pieces. And to not let Arsenal score, which is the club which has the most goals with the set pieces this season, is something that is hopeful. The fact that firstly Liverpool recognized that there is a problem and sacked the guy who is supposed to be coaching us on the set piece thing, and then to have Arsenal come and us hold it. So even if Arsenal win the title, which I don't think they will, even if they win, they didn't win by scoring against the champion, not beating. They didn't even score in the season, right? I like the interview of Szoboszlai, who just gave it back to the interviewer. For a minute, I felt like this Liverpool is genuinely star-studded. It's just that we've not figured out what to do with them. But I have hopes for the new year. Even though they've been draw, as long as it's not an L, I'm okay.
I was
I
just going to
think-
say all this for a draw. If they actually win a game, my
Yeah,
guy
my
will
guy.
do one.
By the way, I think he's the only one who watched sports as a pod bay. he put the commentary in some
It's at like
Yes.
1:30 a.m.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
so-
yeah. It was a midweek game, right? So
Yeah,
midweek
yeah.
games usually are after 8 o'clock their time because Babas have to work there, right? They
Yeah,
can't just
yeah.
pull up at 3 in the afternoon
Yeah.
to watch games. So, but my takeaways were the game was on Thursday, I think.
Yeah.
The game could be going on till now. I still think both teams wouldn't have scored big. My God, it was just the thing is the amount of chances Liverpool created. If only they had a striker, okay, Frimpong on the right. I think
It was,
Frimpong.
and
If
Wirtz
you all
and
had
Gakpo.
Wirtz was really good, by the way. I know he gets slandered for like not
Yeah.
scoring and assisting a lot, but I feel like if you all had one of Ekitike or one of Isak for that game, that would have been like a 2-0. The amount of chances you and Conor Bradley's strike which hit the
Post and
post also,
bounced off,
yeah. And also I think for the second half at least, I think y'all were the dominating team. Y'all should have easily gotten like a 1-0 or 2-0 win from that.
62% possession.
Yeah, y'all had a lot of
Second half.
chances too. Yeah.
Give me the logic here. Why weren't they playing strikers? Like,
So we have 3 strikers. We have good quality strikers. The problem is there's Salah, whose form is questionable at this point as per data, but he is in the African Cup of Nations, right?
yeah.
It's called.
They're in the semi-finals, by the
They're in the
Egypt. So,
semi-finals.
yeah.
He is representing Egypt, so he won't be there for a month. Then there is
Yeah.
Isak. Isak is again. See, considering this season, everybody's form could have been questionable except for Ekitike. Isak, another striker who has had phenomenal seasons before. We got him for like 120 mil.
Just
For-
record fee 135, 140
40
something.
some
Yeah.
mil, okay?
Yeah.
So he got hurt and he was on medical leave. And then
Medical leave
there
is
is Ekitike, who also was our highest goal scorer this season. He was also, I think, hamstring pulled
Injured, yeah.
Injured.
Injured, yeah. I'm not too
So
sure what
not
it
a serious injury, but he was not there. So we didn't have any of our strikers that we've played, right? So basically, Gakpo was there.
Gakpo is more like a winger. Yeah.
And then Wirtz he's also not a striker. He's not a.
They played a 4-4-2 formation, so they kind of had like 2 strikers, like 2 false nines. So they had Gakpo and they had Wirtz, okay, in that position, and they had Szoboszlai. By the way, Gravenberch, my God, what a player! I know people slander him. He had some off games and all, but the way he dominated the midfield, like he was pulling strings there, like Declan Rice.
Yeah.
Odegaard and Zubimendi, my God, just the way he just handled all of them together was something else. It was proper, yeah.
I think we have quality, man. We have quality. It's just I think.
You have a ball fraud though. Once you get rid of him, I think your team will be really good.
No way.
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you. It's it's a ego of a manager, right? Certain teams encourage certain kind of a play style and stuff like that. And when you win a league the year before, you get a certain amount of backing from the owners to make certain decisions. And if you were given, okay, you have all the money in the world, go ahead, you won the league for us, do something. He went and did it, and we've not given him enough time to do something with the thing he has invested in, right? It's all brand new players who didn't know each other. Trent and Nunes, right? Both of them
Nunes.
leaving the club, and they were such integral part of the team. Like every time I see a reel, it'll be like, oh, if Trent
Nunes
was
was
here.
never integral part of the team, by the way. Never. Trent was a big miss.
Yeah.
I mean, Trent is a big miss in the future also. I think he'll be a massive miss because his passes, his balls for Salah, just his crosses, especially just the way he's so creative in the midfield, because he's, even as a right back, he's mostly playing in that center mid role where he just like gives like mad through balls and all. Darwin Núñez was never integral for your team last year. He did nothing last year. Maybe he had like 2 amazing goals against Newcastle, last minute goals, but he was never integral. So I think the only player you all are missing probably is Trent. But
Fair
apart
enough.
from that and all, I think your team has just not performed to the capabilities right now. I feel they're just not nowhere close here.
The couple of role misfits also are there.
Misfits,
People who are born to play maybe right back, not right back, like
So Frimpong is not a right back.
Yeah.
He's more of a right wing back. He always plays in a back three, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
even in Leverkusen, he was also in a back three. So the fact that he's putting him as a right back, his defensive capabilities are just nowhere close.
Yeah.
So you saw him this game, the way he was just running to the wing,
yeah.
like he had so much pace to the wing also. So I think the positions are quite wrong too.
yeah. And it'll if it is a manager's it tells something about the owners of the club, which we will get to about a certain other club. But when you have opened a manager and say, okay, go ahead and do, we have this much money, go, like, you have to embrace the other side as well. When that freedom is given, you have to give that freedom for this manager to recover as well, which I'm very proud of, because every time I've heard the slot out slander thing, I am like, from a business mindset as well, which is, it's not good for the club if they sack him this early. And he has, unlike certain other clubs, he has
Just
won.
name the club, my guy. Yeah.
This is the
We will
United
get-
manager.
yeah, we will get to that. But I think Slot just needs a little more time to have the trust with the team, and they need to talk it out. Positions have to be figured out. But
The
I think we
most
have.
optimistic Liverpool fan I've met.
I
He's getting cooked and pasted on Twitter, and I'm saying like, give it time, because usually in football it's a cutthroat business, right? We get it. We get the fact that you have a new team, new players, but you are only given so much time. You either deliver results or you're kicked out. And with a club like Liverpool, if you win a league and you spend more than 450 million and all, and you are like what? They're like what, fifth in the table? Fourth right now. They got a draw, they got fourth. But United are fifth or sixth, by the way, and they are washed. They are crap, United. If they are sixth, imagine the state of the league right now. I feel like except for Arsenal, no one is close. Like, we are mid as hell too. So I think Liverpool being fourth is not doing justice to how bad they are actually, because they have been. I've watched their games. I watched almost all. I hate
They
watching all
won
their
7
games.
in the row in the beginning. So they.
Did you watch? Did you watch the games, by the way?
Yeah, I know.
Exactly. Last minute daggers and all.
I
It
know.
caught up to them because the defensive capabilities. Van Dijk, I get it, my guy. You're one of the greatest defenders ever. I'll put you in my top 3, maybe at least in my era. But he's nowhere close. Konate is in Madrid right now. He's all dreaming about his honey beach somewhere. He's not in Liverpool, okay?
I don't
Because
think
he
that's
has been
happening
crap.
also. Madrid pulled off.
They don't
their
want him
interest.
anymore, yeah, because he has been mid this season. So I think, see, the manager part, I get it, but I think if you're a top level manager, you have to adapt. And that's something I will give someone like, I haven't watched Prime Fergie, I only watched comms of Fergie, but the way Fergie would adapt to every single team. I watched comms of all his 13, see, I don't want to like gas United up, but his 13 league wins. Okay, I watched all of his. He had so many different teams. The way he adapted to every single one of them. He suddenly buys Rooney, and Rooney comes good immediately. He gets Ronaldo. Ronaldo suddenly becomes the world's greatest player ever. He gets Berbatov. He gets Tevez. Like, he just adapts to like systems, like the way he used to change systems based upon. So I think you get to know how good a manager is based upon how they adapt. He got 5 Ls, 4 Ls. He just didn't change the system at all. He just played the same damn system again. So I feel like I don't rate him as a coach because I don't see him in the long term. I think Liverpool will make a very, very stern decision because they're not the kind of club who will actually be very, very hasty.
Okay, being someone who doesn't understand football,
Yeah.
how long of a rope does football, like a Premier League manager, get usually?
I can give you an example of Antonio Conte, like prime, like football fans and all who watched ball in 2016-2017 know Antonio Conte won the league in 2016-2017 with Chelsea playing a back five. The only team in league's history who have won a league with a back five. Next season, he's like what, 10th come January, and they sack him. Immediate. And Chelsea are cutthroat when it comes to sacking managers. So I feel like if you're a big club, you have standards. You win the league, you spend some money, you cannot finish 4th, 5th. You just can't.
So are you saying
can't.
like it's not even a full season
It's
that
not
he's
a full
given?
season too. You don't get that. And the thing is, we've seen enough by the way of Slot right now. He hasn't learned from a lot of mistakes. Even right now, he's not winning games. He's drawing games. He's creating chances, but he's not winning games at all. And Liverpool, if they continue this way, if he gets like 3 more draws, 3 more L's and stuff, I don't see him at the end. And they have Xabi Alonso is running on thin ice right now in Madrid too. Okay, he hasn't been winning. I think they have a Clasico final tonight, by the way. If they lose that, he might get the sack. And Xabi Alonso, as a Liverpool ex-player, They love him at Anfield, by the way. Xabi Alonso, he has a chant and all too. So there's a very good chance of him coming to Anfield, Liverpool. I see him getting sacked. I think I see at least 2 mans getting sacked. I see the new Baba who came to Chelsea. That fake Mattis. If you all watch like football reviews, the fake C-Tech Mattis, he's going to get sacked very soon. I don't see him like staying till April, and I see Slots getting sacked very soon too.
Oh, that's a
very
big,
soon.
That's
Very
a big
soon.
prediction. Okay.
I see it before. By the end of the season, I see it happening. I do not think they will trust someone with so much resource and all. I feel like just the team that Liverpool has right now, any other manager will get the best sort of words. Best sort of words. I've seen him ball, okay? He's a proper baller and he's nowhere close to that. So I think it's a system also. I think it's the way Liverpool are playing right now too.
When you're saying systems, are you talking about, like, give us a little bit. Are you saying strategies? Are you talking
I
about...
can give you Jurgen Klopp's football. They used to call it heavy metal football because the moment the opposition team had the ball, the way they used to gegenpress, I used to open my windows, it was suffocating. Sadio Mane, Firmino, Salah, Jordan Henderson, Naby Keita. My God, like we competed with like prime Liverpool in from 29 to 2022. Every single time I played Liverpool, I was scared. I am not scared of this Liverpool team at all. There's no pressing, and the moment Trent gets the ball, or the moment Andy Robertson gets the ball, there's a long cross or there's a long pass or something. I don't see that happening in this team. There's no immediate action. There's no like immediate through balls too. It's very lethargic. It's very slow, and off position they look horrible. Liverpool. In position they had some amazing plays against Arsenal, but off position, absolutely no game, no strategy, no plan at all. And when it comes to set pieces, my God, they are bad. They are so bad. They've conceded more corners than RK Puram. The amount of corners they've conceded, like just goal after goal, they'll be letting anyone in. Yeah.
I like how both of you all, about the same club, you all watch the same matches and you all have come away with such different ideas of... He is being so optimistic and saying we are almost there.
He's a proper optimistic Liverpool fan, so get it. See, I will slander my club too. Like I've seen things about my club that I have so many things I can point out. Right? See, I can't chat to Pep. Okay, I can never chat. I can't never tell Pep what to do, what not to do. But from what I've seen, yeah, there's so many things we can improve on still. So I think Liverpool have a lot of things to improve on too. Yeah.
So the big question is, we drew it so that you all can still be confident in the
City Pool. Yeah.
Arsenal hatred is still strong. We bond over that. So
all my friends hate Arsenal here. Yeah. All my brothers hate Arsenal.
I don't think we have any Arsenal fan in our friend group.
I know a couple of them. I know they'll be watching too.
So you think too early to call them, just like Sabosla mentioned?
No one wins a league in
January,
Andy. No one wins a league. I think for them to be in like a very safe position, it has to be a point, like a 10-point gap at least. If Arsenal won the game against Liverpool, I would have been an 8-point gap and I would have given up. I would have given up for sure. But when I saw the striker, Victor Gyökeres, by the way, okay, Victor Gyökeres, my guy. That's his signature celebration, by the way. He's Selly, okay. This is what he does when he scores a goal. He was balling in Portugal. My guy, have you seen him at the game? For the game against Liverpool?
Yeah.
He just doesn't know when to make the run. Okay, he's never in the box. Like they had amazing crosses. Even when Noni Madueke came on, he just gave some 2 amazing balls through the box and all. He was just not there at all. So I think with that striker, when they don't have like proper strikers, I don't see this team like going all the way. The saving grace is Declan Rice. What a baller. My Declan Rice, Saliba, Gabriel, they have been clutch as hell. So I think they are like the saving grace for them right now. But I don't see that attack. I don't see a lot of goals in Arsenal. So that is one hope I'm clinging on to. And the other one is the new striker, I think, which will come on to. The winger. We bought a new winger called Semenyo. I want to go to City right now. We bought a new winger called Semenyo who has been balling at Bournemouth. He has been, the way he has been balling, and the fact that Liverpool and Arsenal were competing for him, and he told, I want City. And the fact that Pep told, if you want City, we'll take you immediately. And we got him for like, I'm not really sure of the price. I think we got him for 55-60 if I'm not wrong. It's a Bournemouth record fee because Bournemouth have never gotten so much for a player. So I am gassed right now. I'm pumped because I can only dreaming is free, right? So we all can dream. His crosses like Ryan Cherky on the right, and then we have Semenyo on the left, and we have Haaland as a striker and Foden in the 10. Oh, dreams were sold.
Is it something like you'll be missing that piece?
64 million.
64? Yes, yeah. We had a left winger. I mean, we have a left winger still there and all, but we don't have like someone who's like a proper left winger. So Marmoush is not a left winger. Then we have On the right, we have Savinho, who I don't think is a Brazilian. I think you're from Peru, my guy. Just check you are not a Brazilian. With your techers, you are not from Brazil at all, okay? We know. You're from Venezuela, I think, or something. Yeah, you're not from Brazil. But yeah,
I
we
mean,
don't have
he's
like...
American now, that means. With the...
Oh, Fez. Fez, my guy, yeah. Got it, yeah. But yeah, so we don't have proper wingers. Like Cherky is a very good creative winger. Yeah. So with Semenyo coming, I'm kind of gassed. And the fact that they drew against Liverpool kind of gives me hope. But we are playing, next week is a derby, by the way. I might get cooked or tasted, or I'll come with the biggest chest next week. Because if we get cooked against this United team with no manager, by the way, they don't even have an interim manager. They have Darren Fletcher, who's a United legend, by the way. He just came to fill in and all. Yeah. If we lose against United without a manager, yeah, finito. Wrap it up. Kalas. Warida. It's over.
That's a good point to dive in on the United manager thing. Because I'll tell you, as someone, I watch like a few United matches like here and there, keep up with the news. I found it so funny that just the last interview that he gave, and he pasted everyone, and he's like
directors of football and all.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, if I'm not given time and stuff like that.
So Omar Berrada, who's the director of football for United and all, they both were like seen hanging, linking up and all, laughing together and stuff and all. The day he came out talking about Omar Berrada, the director of football, he got sacked the next day. So I think the sacking was not because of his results, just because he spoke against the management. So you see, where United is a football club, they couldn't care less about the results. So you talk against us, finito, bolke. So I think the club is just not... And Omar Berrada was our director, by the way, 5 years back. So I think he's... My guy, know what you're doing. Yeah. He was with us, by the way, till 2019.
Isn't that a huge thing, City to...
He's not a fan, by the way, of either club. He's just a businessman, right? He just tells what to buy, whom not to buy, what to do and stuff. And also, I get it, my guy. I think you're doing something for us. But they've had more managers, or they had more change of managers in Prime Amazon. Okay, they keep changing managers every year. Yeah, just the way they move and all. So, and there's a very good possibility that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, one of the legends who won them the treble in 1999, might come back to do an interim job till March, till May.
Didn't he have a go and it didn't go well?
He had a go. He was a permanent manager in 2022. He got sacked and Ten Hag came in for him, and also he's a United legend. He loves United with all his heart. He told, even if you don't pay me, like I'll just come because I love the club. I'll be the interim manager till May or whatever it was, and then I think they might get Xavi.
Oh,
they might get Xavi, and I rate Xavi as a manager. I know at Barcelona he was not that great. He won the La Liga, but I think they might get Xavi, or if what's his name, Thomas Tuchel doesn't have a good World Cup with England, I think Tuchel might go there. Or there's a very good chance. Let me know in the comments what you think about the Chelsea fans. There's a very good chance of Enzo Maresca going to United, which will be a massive deal. He got sacked by Chelsea recently. Enzo Maresca.
If he got sacked, then...
He got sacked by Chelsea, but from Chelsea to United, I mean, that'll be mad. That'll be like Mourinho going from Chelsea to United again. So that'll be a very, very good thing. Because I rate Maresca as a coach. He was our assistant coach when we won the treble under Pep. Not because he's bald, but yeah, it's just really, really good. I think I rate him as a manager. So there's a very, very good chance of him going to United too. So I'm pretty sure Chelsea fans will be pissed about that because no one wanted him to leave.
You're saying that, are there rumors about it, or like what is the...
Good rumors about it, by the way, because right now the coaching space is mid-as. It's like the pop music right now in the world. There are no good managers right now at all. You find like a few good ones and all. You have Ten Hag, sorry, not what? Ten Hag, my God, that was blasphemy. That was blasphemy. So we have Maresca, we have Thomas Tuchel, we have Julian Nagelsmann, who's managing Germany right now. So if Germany get kicked out of the World Cup soon, they might sack him and United might get him. So there are a lot of possibilities. I hope they get like a Bubba manager. They may get, I hope someone like Graham Potter or what's England's previous coach, for his name, Yeah, they might. Gareth Southgate. Southgate, please go to United now. Please, someone like him, who's mid.
Well, okay, then we have fixtures for the coming week. I know today there is the El Clasico. What do you think about the Carabao Cup, FA Cup?
Carabao Cup, we have, you all have to tune in on, if I'm not wrong, Tuesday or Wednesday. So we have City Newcastle as one of the semi-finals, and we have Arsenal Chelsea as one of the semi-finals. It's a two-legged semi-final, Carabao Cup, and the winner plays at Wembley. So I think the Arsenal Chelsea one might be proper. City Newcastle, it depends upon the home team. I feel like they both might win their home games now, but Arsenal Chelsea, I think it'll be a proper game. And I think it might be a Man City Arsenal final in the Carabao Cup. I'm looking forward to that if that's the case. And that'll be Arteta's first final in 6 years, by the way. 2020 FA Cup was the last final he went to.
If they win the Carabao Cup, will you celebrate?
Who?
Will you celebrate if City win the
City,
Carabao
yeah.
Cup?
My guy, except for the Community Shield, I'll celebrate every trophy.
But weren't United trolled for celebrating a Carabao Cup win a couple of
No,
years
they
ago?
were not trolled.
I
Guy, you still have to play from the third round, my guy. See, the Community Shield is the winners of the league versus the FA Cup co-winners. That no one rates, my guy. That's like a starter pack mid-cup, and that's a Mickey Mouse club and all. Yeah, no one cares about those Mickey Mouse trophies. But the Carabao Cup, you play from the third round itself. The FA Cup is where you play with like other league tiers and stuff and all and all. But if you win the Carabao Cup, if it's against Arsenal, my guy, down for all of you all. If it's against Arsenal, if they lose one more final, by the way. At the time of recording, United and Liverpool will be playing their FA Cup games, their first round games tonight. We battered our opponents 10-1. Arsenal won today 4-1, if I'm not wrong. Chelsea won 5-1. Spurs lost to Aston Villa. They got a very tough team, to be fair. So, yeah, I think the big six clubs, 3 of them are through. Liverpool and United play tonight. So, FA Cup is mad prestigious, by the way. So, I think that's something they'll all look forward to. Carabao Cup is kind of mid. We celebrate the trophy, but no one really. But the big game that's lined up for tonight, at the time of recording, is the El Clasico. That is Barcelona versus Madrid, and I can't wait for this game. I really want to watch it. I hope we finish the recording before that. It's at 12:30. It's on fan code, by the way. Yeah, I think that'll be proper. I really want, because Lamine Yamal has a lot going on. He had a lot of antics with his profile picture, his PFP for like IG and all those things, where he says I'm like one person trying to battle multiple people and all. And Mbappe is back for the game too, so it'll be proper. I'm gassed about the game. They'll Pakka be throwing hands and all. The Clásicos are absolutely mad, and I think Clásicos have made a remontada recently with how aggressive they've been and all, because for a while Barcelona like thrashed Madrid, and then even Madrid also thrashed Barcelona for a while, and Lamine Yamal comes last season and all, his company starts balling, so I think it'll be a proper game. Yeah, that's one good game. And we have the City United derby, and then we also have a couple of mid fixtures. Yeah, there's not a lot going on, but I really want to see how Arsenal do in the coming, because now it's a crunch period, now it's a crunch time. You'll get to know who the real champions are right now based on how they take the pressure, and also looking forward to the games. Yeah.
So F1 fans, the moment you've been waiting for, Formula Thamilin is here. He's joined us after a hiatus.
100,000 Formula Thamilin. First time, by the way.
First time, on the pod after 100,000
Let's
followers.
go.
Let's go.
We have worked out a deal, guys. We spoke to the lawyers. We got the agents on a call. He's here. And the interesting thing is, our first F1 car of 2026 was on track this week.
Yeah, Audi had the leaked video. That was. What did you think of the sound?
Exactly. I love that. My first point. I love the sound. I love that the sound is back. What's
the whining, high pitched?
Yeah. What's the FIA president's name who we all don't like? Ben
Sulayem.
Yeah, you've done a lot of other crap stuff, but this is a good job. Good job on that engine sound, because as a non-gearhead, you won't get this, okay?
As a non-petrol car driver, you also won't get it, okay? Okay? You can't chat, my guy. Having an EV car, you're talking about sound, engine sound and all now.
Please say congratulations.
Man like Glen bought a mad EV, by the way. The cash money must be going crazy.
XEV9. So, yes, new owner, proud owner of...
He sponsored the lights and all too, by the way, yeah.
I can't even, because my next point was all about engine sound, and now I'm like, but I will still get into it. I was there, I brought this up earlier, I was there when the V8s were running, okay, the Indian GP. It was so loud that they gave us earplugs, and I was like, no, I am a true F1 fan. I will take it out and I will just listen to the pure sound of the engines. And my ears have never felt pain like that. When I've heard the F1 cars going by, the sound was like, I don't know how loud they go to, like 120 decibel or something like that. It hurt. It was that loud, and it just sounds amazing, like a screaming V8 going to like 15,000 RPM. We missed that. So the V6 turbo era, so turbocharged engines don't make great noises. Okay. In fact, this is something that you would have noticed. You could never hear, so when drivers used to brake and lock up the tires, you could never hear the tires locking up because the engine was so loud on downshifts. But V6 era, I know you don't care, but V6 era, you could hear everything. It was so annoying.
I watched a video, okay? I see I'm a casual here, but I watched a video of Fernando Alonso driving a V6 car and Hamilton flipping out.
It was...
That's a V6 ball. It's
a V10.
That's a V10? Okay, fairs.
I mean, we're all guys, like, I just saying that
Speak
like
for
the
yourself.
like the hair on the back of my neck stands up when I hear those cars. I will put, if I'm editing this shot, I will put that sound in there.
I had to do it, my guy. I'm sorry. Someone who drives a jazz, that's all I can do, man.
Oh my god.
Oh God, jokes, yeah.
So, but yeah, Andy, what do you think of the engine sound?
I loved it. I still have my skepticism about. I know it wasn't the good quality recording. It
Yeah.
was from a distance kind of a thing. But yeah, so engine wise, I'm happy where things are headed. I know a lot of people have mixed opinions about 50% of the power coming from electrical source this time. But speaking of engines, what do you think about all the stuff we have heard? I'll tell you, Joy,
Yeah.
I'll give you context, okay?
First, yeah.
So there is a very famous quote, I think by Adrian Newey, who's one of the he has the most championship winning cars designed by him. Like I think 14 cars have won a world title, which was designed by him.
Like the Fergie of F1.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? So he has this quote where he says something along the lines of, when FIA comes up with the rule book, right? You read it the first time to see what you're not allowed to do, and read it the second time to see what you can do and get away with it.
Okay.
Right? So F1 is a game where the technical side, the engineers, they go through the rule book and think, how can I
Find a loophole. Yeah.
and get away with it? So it always has been that way, where one team comes up with something randomly crazy and another team, like, you know, they've set like some benchmark of some timings, they've done this innovation, so every team by the end of the season copies it, and then it becomes the standard. So quite a lot of technology has developed that way.
Yes.
DRS is one such technology that was because McLaren came up with the F duct, and then the competitive advantage for McLaren was so huge that the next year's car design, FIA included the technology and called it DRS, right? So these kind of finding loopholes and making an advancement actually improves the sport. Okay. And right now there is a little physics here. You know the engine, how the engine shaft works.
I'm in
right?
HR.
You're in HR, I know, but you at least know that engine has the thing,
okay.
right? So there is a compression ratio, which is the engine, the valve goes up and
You know
hits
what?
the roof.
Sorry to cut you
Yeah.
off. You know what I thought about though?
Yeah.
Compression ratio बोलते the compressor का thing. We
Compress-
use, yeah.
you know,
Similar?
It is exactly
Fair,
the same.
then, okay,
The thing is, the ratio is when it is at the peak, what is the gap, and when it is at the lowest, what is the gap.
Yeah.
So when an engine is burning hot, when it is like spinning at like 1500 RPM and whatnot, right? For 15,000 RPM.
1500.
Yeah, 15,000 RPM. The engine is hot. Okay, so there is no reliable technology to measure the compression ratio of an engine. But on the rule book, it says the engine should not have a compression ratio of 16, more than a 16:1. So now how do you interpret it? Two teams, one is Mercedes, and Ford and Red Bull have a partnership. Ford is helping Red Bull make their own engines, okay? So they have interpreted that rule in such a way where they are saying, so when FIA gives a rule, they also give a, like, how will we measure it so that you don't cheat, kind of a regulation as well. So in that regulation, it says we will measure the compression ratio at room temperature. So these two engine manufacturers have made an engine that expands in the heat and increases the compression ratio all the way up to 18. But when the FIA tests it at room temperature, it shrinks back to 16.
Yes.
And it is giving additional, like theoretically on paper, 15 to 20 horsepower. That 15 to 20 horsepower in modern F1 is
A world championship.
World championship, basically.
So which team has it right now?
Mercedes and Red Bull.
And guess which team is rumored to have the shittiest engine?
Force India. Okay.
Because you know how
Wait. See, it's on the engineers, right? All these
Yeah.
things, like, they have to do, like, pre-testing and all. Like, what do you all do, bae, during the testing time and all? I want to know, bae.
So I'll tell you what, okay? It is not confirmed that it is Ferrari with the shit engine.
Okay.
But being a Ferrari fan for the last 20 years, as the rumor came out that one team is struggling more than any other, I'm like, I just know it is us. I know Charles and Lewis are going to be roaming around 18th next season. Lewis is going to shave his head and become a monk and move to China. I really like, it's just...
Yeah. So this has been the hottest topic in the off season of F1 because I'll tell you, nothing much happens here because everything is secretive, right? And people, I know they try to fight rumors and stuff like that, but it is extremely close because you don't, even when they unveil the car, right, there is still things that are protected. People don't want you to reveal the technology, the shape of the rear wing, something they're doing in the floor. All of that is extremely well kept secrets, okay? So there is nothing to go off of, and this we got to hear because interpretation of the rule, right? Mercedes and Red Bull have interpreted that rule differently, and the rest of the manufacturers haven't.
I hate the fact that when Mercedes or Red Bull does something, it is like, oh, it is the most amazing thing. They're engineers on the bleeding edge of technology. But when Ferrari cheats, not cheats, we didn't cheat, not cheats. But when we interpret the rules differently, we get fined and we are penalized for 2 years. So you heard him explaining the compression ratio thing,
Yeah.
right? So exactly like that, there was a fuel flow limit that you could do in 2019 where, so to make compression and for the fuel to expand, you have a certain amount of fuel at a certain time. So Ferrari figured out at what time the FIAs, the instruments were registering the fuel, and they were inserting more fuel into the engine, into the cylinder block in between those moments. That was generating 15-20 horsepower more. The only stupid thing that we did is we didn't start the season with it. We introduced it like halfway through the season, and then suddenly no one could catch us. Like on the straights, like
Vettel and Leclerc
we were just... So I'll tell you what, like modern F1 cars with
And they went
DRS.
and inspected the other?
Yeah,
Immediately,
they
and then
got
you all
caught.
got penalized. Okay.
We didn't just get penalized. So there was an there was a settlement that like out of court settlement. For 2 years the car was shit because of
Over
the
voice,
engine.
Let me know.
And now the fact that Mercedes and Red Bull have done this, and then now why aren't you guys getting
I mean,
penalized?
you guys tried to cheat and go behind the FIA.
From
okay?
what I know,
Yeah.
is this because you all tried it mid-season and they're doing it pre-season? Is that the difference? It
So,
makes no difference.
I'll tell you,
Yeah.
the thing about these kind of things is you have to, whenever you make a change on the engine side of things or something,
Yeah.
you have to get it cleared by the FIA. Right? So, because this is an interpretation of the rules kind of a thing, and it is happening much before the season even started, yes, it's a technology that one team has taken a route, and it's if FIA banned it, I'll be saying yeah, it is a bad interpretation. FIA says okay, right? So in this case, Mercedes and Red Bull are in the clear. Why? Because people protested. It's an interpretation. It's fine. In Ferrari's case, they were basically trying to cheat the measuring device.
You know the funniest part is
Same
just
old
because they're
Ferrari, always cheating. Same old Ferrari.
the funniest part is okay. So F1 teams, every team has access to the other team's data, okay? So there are throttle traces, there are acceleration graphs that you can see. So till a certain point, I think it was Spa when that update was introduced, and suddenly, like all the teams just like Ferrari's spike just went straight up to the point where, you know what the DRS is, right?
Yeah,
Teams
yeah.
couldn't catch Ferrari with the DRS open. That's how fast that engine was. So, I mean, let me know, Ferrari fans, please, why were we penalized? Ban Mercedes, ban Red Bull, give them like a horrible season.
By the way, I read something online.
Yeah.
Has DRS been let go completely from the season?
So I'll tell you, that's a over dramatized
I was just
way of
checking a
saying.
couple of Twitter threads
So
and stuff about
That system
That system, basically DRS was introduced because you can follow another car behind. So what happens in general in Formula 1 is, if you try to follow another car behind, there is something called as a turbulent air, right?
Like dirty air, you told.
Dirty air. So basically, all your aerodynamics is designed in a wind tunnel for a streamlined, straight airflow. While following the car, everything goes out of the window. So people, like drivers, lose grips, they skid, all of that if they are following another car. So it has come to a point in F1 where following another car and trying to overtake had become impossible because you just don't get grip. So DRS was a unfair advantage on paper because it gives you like 10 to 15 kilometers per hour boost for the car behind, where if you're 1 second gap between at certain detection points, you can use it. So how it has evolved is, DRS used to be the back wing opening, right? And it is worth like only in the straights. If you open the wing in the corners, you will skid and crash. And it's the same with the front wing as well, but DRS was always the back wing thing.
Okay.
So now what has happened is, they have introduced both adjusting back wing and the front wing.
No left wing?
Left and right wing in the front. Okay. Yeah, it is technically left and right because you have left and right. I know you meant the football joke, but no left wing, right wing.
Politically, Michael left. You, how did it?
Arey, we are a sports podcast, okay? We can be forgiven for. I can be forgiven for thinking.
Fairs, yeah.
Okay. So the other rule that is changing is, it is in the driver's control now. When he is going in a straight line, he can open the flap behind, and when he is in a corner, he can close it. Not the 1 second rule is removed. They have put that 1 second rule for the engine boost, electrical boost there. So it's just moving around of certain things. DRS has evolved. The term DRS won't be used. It's called active aero now. Active aero. So you can use it actively, like, I don't know. So
these gimmicks just opening the wing bolt or something, yeah.
You know what the name of this active aero was before? It was called manual overtaking mode. Mom.
Yeah.
Ain't no way, babe. Ain't no way, babe.
And they did.
Google that once.
It was called
Mom.
Mom.
No way, what?
You know what?
Did they say Mom like on the
MOM.
on the comms and all?
It was supposed to be.
It was supposed to be, and they changed the name. People were already like, oh, Lewis is in Max's mom right now.
Hey, yo, my guy.
It's true.
Ain't
It's
no
true.
way, babe.
It is true. Google.
It's called Mom?
Yeah.
Manual overtaking mode. One of my most viral reels was explaining mom. Okay.
Okay, my guy. Good, I'm learning about the 1 second rule. Yeah, I only know the 5 second rule.
I like seeing your face when we're explaining. I feel F1 should have like 10 YouTube videos to watch before you get into the thing, because like just active aero and everything is just like
bouncing off his head. Huh?
Yeah. Just say they're overtaking my guy. That's all, yeah.
And the annoying thing is, us as fans, we want you to understand the technicalities. Otherwise, if you just say, oh, Alonso overtook Hamilton, there's so much nuance to that.
Yeah.
By the way, when is the season starting again? The new one?
So we have a testing. So every year there is one private testing which is not televised, and then there is a public testing that happens 2 weekends.
Okay.
And then the first week of March is the first race in Australia.
Oh, first week of March.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we are very close. We are, I think, 50 days away from, we've survived the break.
Where's the first race?
Australia.
Yes.
Down under.
Okay, my guy. No, sit down.
We have to keep that.
Yeah.
We have to keep that. That's 10,000 views there.
Piastri's home race.
Piastri's home race, yeah.
It's one thing I learned this year.
Albert Park. It's a street circuit.
It's a hybrid circuit.
Hybrid, yeah.
Oh.
So half of the roads are public roads and half of them is a track.
That's really cool, way.
It's a mad track. It's
It
amazing.
has like forests, and then there is a track, and then you go through like lawns and stuff.
You go through a park.
Yeah,
it's mad.
basically. It's a forest, basically park.
First,
Yeah.
Scenes.
Nice.
Talking about cricket, by the way, Kohli Mr. 100 again.
Again, my guy has what, 53? This would have been 54. Again, it seems.
But yeah, I think you're giving me a start before this, right? Before he started shooting the pot.
Yeah,
5 consecutive 50s.
5 consecutive 50s.
Yeah.
After a certain someone on this podcast called him washed.
So listen, hear me out, okay? Let me land. Walk with me.
Nobody
You have
documents
12 months, okay? You practice cricket, okay? On the streets of, I don't know, Watford or wherever you stay, okay? You have 9 free months. You play a month of the IPL. You play 1 month of ODIs. You have like 1 good series. You don't play any test series, and you're not washed anymore. You're not?
Why is
Are you
that
not washed anymore?
How is the
You're-
frequency of playing have to do with being
That's
washed?
because you're not playing the most important, the pinnacle of cricket. Test cricket, you're not playing. You're just playing ODIs on flat wickets where everyone's scoring runs.
So Mitchell
That-
Stark is washed as a white ball bowler.
He barely bowls like. What about Mitch Stark's record in ODI World Cups?
Oh, Kohli's record in tests is even after that downfall, it's a horrible record.
My guy, did you check him in like the Australia series?
30 test match hundreds.
Australia series. I'm
So-
talking about Test cricket. Is he not watching Test cricket?
He's retired
Is he
from
not watching
he's
Test
retired
cricket?
from test cricket.
Chat with chess. Is he not watching Test cricket? You can't argue about that, my guy.
He has a problem
If you're
outside
not
off stump.
playing Test, I'm sorry. You're washed. You're playing like the easiest format in the world, which is ODI cricket. That's all. Yeah.
I mean,
You can put that in also, by the way. I know I'll get slandered, but yeah.
no, I agree. ODI cricket, I
Yeah.
wouldn't say easiest. It is easy. Yeah, fine. It is the easiest
The
form
easiest
that there
format
is.
of cricket. Come on, yeah.
But saying that, okay, easiest form of cricket. Any other people that you know that averaged 58 with 53
That's what I'm
hundreds
saying. I'm not chatting about this ODI record. I'm talking about in general. If you are not, he had such a bad series that, okay, fine. People say it's because of Gumby that he retired and stuff and all. He had such a bad series in Australia that he just retired after that. I feel like the pinnacle of cricket is Test cricket. You prove
It
yourself
is.
there. If you're retired from there and all, it's the reason. You're not at that level anymore. I'm not saying he's not like, I told he's washed. I'm not saying he's not one of the GOATs, by the way. He's just washed. That's it. And I'm pretty sure you'll agree with that off camera. But I know you on camera, I know for the Glazers and all, you will not agree at
No.
all. But yeah.
I'll tell you what I feel. He's not washed. This will sound like such a cop
Okay.
out, but
Fine, my guy. Okay, man.
no,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what my logic is. Okay,
Yeah.
this is such a heavy thing suddenly. Why do you think we both rate Steve Smith as the best Test batsman of the last 8-10 years? Steve Smith,
Yeah. 10 years.
last 10 years,
Yeah.
Steve Smith is the best ever. What makes Steve Smith the best Test batsman? What is that one standout feature that he has?
I can't think of any long period where Smith continuously failed. I can name many of Kohli's where he had like a long run of failures in Test cricket. I'm talking about Test cricket, by the way, just Test cricket.
Why is that?
Why? I can't see. It's based upon how determined he is to work on his game. He always adapts to the situations. Like, for example, I can think of maybe the 2015 series, okay, where he changed his form of batting. And again, the 2017 series in India where he scored 2 centuries. I could see the way he changed his stance. He adapts to the situation, the wicket and stuff and all.
So exactly that is my point. Smith adapts. Like I remember even the 2021 BGT, we had the leg side trap going, Bharat Arun.
Yeah.
And he still scored that 100. Was it at the SCG? The 131.
I don't remember the venue.
But I remember he only got out because Jadeja had like a crazy run out. Like he threw it from the boundary and had a direct hit. But Smith was all about adapting. And we've seen multiple times he changes his stance. He's always trying something new. For the day-night test, he went Chandrapal style with the under eye, the little tape on his eyes. And till 2019, 2020, even 2021, Kohli still had that. His 2018 England series,
It was amazing, yeah.
Yeah, so
I will not forget the Edgbaston test, by the way.
Yeah,
that
it is.
century was, yeah.
because significantly from 2014, where he's spoken about that was the darkest period in his life. He was feeling down completely. Coming back from that, he completely changed his technique. He changed his stance. He changed his backlift. So I feel like I'll tell you what it is. It'll sound like a cop out. He doesn't have the energy anymore to put into Test cricket, and
Yes,
because
that
of
makes
that,
sense, yeah.
he and you know how highly he rates
doesn't
it.
have the same hunger anymore.
He doesn't have the
Yeah.
drive for Test cricket.
Yeah.
I think what he's extremely motivated about, he played and he won a T20 World Cup. He wants one more 50 over World Cup. That is there, and he is so far above any other ODI batsman that we've seen of the last 12 years, ever since
2011.
Yeah, ever since Sachin,
2011,
yeah,
the
since
greatest ODI player, yeah.
so he can be in like third gear in ODIs and he can still, like today he was
This series is for the vibes.
Yeah,
I
it
will
is.
not count the series, my guy. Yeah, I will just never count the series, but yeah.
But I think that is it. I don't think he's washed. He feels he can't be as intense as he used to be. So he decided he's not going to try anymore. That's one of the most, every time I say Kohli retiring, that post is still in my head. It's one of the most, because I remember there was a time, 2019, just before COVID, there's this stat. So Test cricket he's averaging 57, ODI cricket he's averaging 56, T20s he's averaging 51.
He's below 15 tests right now. He's 48 or 49 in tests.
He's 47
47?
something in tests.
My God.
In T20s he's at 49 and in ODIs he's 58.
T20 is 49?
Yeah.
Fairs. My God, wow. See, white ball, the Kohli Glazers, I'm not talking about white ball cricket, by the way. I'm talking about Test cricket, the pinnacle of cricket. That is all I'm talking about here. So,
Yeah.
like, I feel like I will see, all of us do, like, we all, anyone with ball knowledge, if you do well in tests, you're the GOAT. That's it, yeah. So,
I was watching a rerun of the Test the other day and that 2018
season?
series.
First season?
The first season.
Okay.
So when he comes in, when India are 4 for 2, I think it was Perth where he scored that 100.
Yeah.
And he plays an on drive of Hazelwood, 2 on drives of Hazelwood. And Justin Langer sits there and he says, Kohli is the greatest player I've ever seen in my life. That was like, I mean, coming from an Aussie, from Justin
who
Langer.
played with Ponting, by the way, Fairs.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I feel Kohli's disadvantage was also.
He's a short king.
Smith is also, they're all the same.
I just want you all to comment. Come on here. I know you always say, this Baba's a 6'2" or something. Bol gaya.
But being the best across formats, I think that took a toll on him.
Yeah. I think no one else can chat across formats. Like Smith is nowhere close in ODIs. Like
Yeah.
Smith is not in the top 20 in ODIs too. So in terms of that, I can't like even put up a conversation with Smith.
Yeah.
But in terms of just Test cricket, I feel like Smith always found a way.
Yeah.
Like I can't think of a long run of failures of Smith. Fine, he did have like a couple of series where he
When he
just
was-
couldn't hit 50s and stuff and all. But I don't ever see him have like a bad series. Like Kohli's 2014 series, his 2024 BGT series, they're so vivid. Like you can tell like it was just failure after failure and also. That's one thing I think I would just rate Smith about. He always finds a way.
I'll tell you when I realized that Kohli's probably not, because I was still hoping for another peak, okay? When Scott Boland, I think it was before the third test, where he said, okay, what's your plan to Kohli? How are you going to get him out? And Scott Boland said, I'm going to bowl a ball wide of off stump. And that's been working for me.
Yeah.
And that was the dismissal throughout the series. And I just...
There were 8 of them, I think, if I'm not wrong. Out of 10, there were 8 of them with the same mode of dismissal. Yeah.
And for someone that at one point was the cover drive goat,
yeah.
it was, But yeah, at least Kohli fans, he's back in ODIs.
I'm joking. I love Kohli, just the fact that I want to rile him up, not because I know he's the biggest Kohli glazer. See, I'm just saying his wash in Test cricket, ODIs, white ball cricket, no one can chat him. In my generation, I've never seen Gary Sobers, I've never seen Viv Richards, I've never seen prime Ponting too. Like I've seen Ponting, but I've never seen prime Ponting. So for me, I've never seen prime Tendulkar too. Like the Desert Safari, I've never seen all those things. So for me,
Desert Storm.
Whatever that
It's
is.
not Desert
Whatever
Safari.
that is.
You think my guy was hanging out
It's in
a
the
Jeep?
It's in the UAE. That's all I know about. Yeah, Desert Safari, whatever that is. I've never seen those innings. So for me, it'll always be Kohli. The white ball goat is Kohli, but red ball, nah.
We've touched this. I had this for the next episode. I wanted us to get into this fully, but anyway, we'll do like a ranking thing. Yeah. But yeah, okay. Kohli fans, he's back. He's playing.
I can't wait to see him for the T20 World Cup. Oh, ayo. Should be okay.
But yeah, I'll tell you what, honestly, even today, I know, so we just won, we chased down 304 or what? 300.
Yeah.
I don't rate this as a big win. It was a second string New Zealand team. So I'm not going to come out chest thumping and saying,
Yeah,
the half the team is not there.
Yeah.
So, but he was looking in good rhythm. And I'll tell you what I've noticed. If you remember Kohli earlier, when he would come in and when he'd score all his runs, he would be on 45-50 without you realizing it. It would be ones, twos here and there. From the South Africa series, I've seen a way more aggressive Kohli at the start. Have you noticed that too? There was so the second 100 that he scored in the South Africa series.
I watched the highlights, my guy.
You've not seen I'll give you what they were doing. So he played an off drive, and Marco Jansen had a person at short mid off. Okay. To kind of discourage that. You know what he did? He pitched it up. He went over mid off for 6. Earlier, Kohli would never do that. Today also, he played a hook shot. He kind of kept it along the ground, but he played a hook shot in like the first 7 or 8 deliveries. So I feel like there's a very conscious, I don't know if it's coming from team management or if he's taken that thing that I am so much better than all these guys. Let me just show you guys what I could have been doing all these years. But it's fun to watch for me. Rohit Sharma, he only scored 26 or something. But every time Rohit Sharma hits a shot, so there's this one where he stepped out to Kyle Jamieson good length delivery and he just hit him over mid-on. And I'm just thinking like, these guys are like what, 30? Rohit Sharma's 38?
37? Yeah. 30,
yeah, I mean, the guts, like, guy is 6'8", he's bowling, and they were going really well. They were pitching it on a good length, they were getting movement. Again, I'm not rating this New Zealand attack, but both of these guys, maybe it's like just nostalgia for the hits, but
that was not the best thing about them both, by the way, today.
Can
we talk about them coming out of this door closet kind of thing, whatever that was?
What was the? I
had no idea. I opened Twitter, it was all over my TL. And then I had to like go and watch the entire video, and I just didn't get that. And I could see Kohli like flipping out. Man was unable to hold his laughter and all. And then like all the BCL like executives and stuff and all there.
And of course Jay Shah had to be there like just next to Kohli.
The way I want someone to look at me, the way Jay Shah looks at, my God, with the way he looks at Kohli.
I'll tell you one of the best things that's happened, the fact that both of them are not playing any other format. I feel they've always been good friends. But Twitter and the fandoms have kind of put them against each other. But they are having the time of their life. Both of them just look like two friends like hanging out.
I love Kohli's life, babe. I love it. Man's in Camden Market, okay, in Borough Market, eating strawberries and chocolate, pulls up for the IPL, plays a series, dips immediately, comes back, scores his entry, dips again, babe. Crazy move like Taylor Swift, babe.
We spoke about, like I said, we won, but we're not putting too much weight onto that. But we have something that's a little bit of a hotter topic, because he annoyed me with the Kohli thing, and I annoyed him by saying that give Harshit Rana a chance, because Steven Smith was also underrated when he first made his debut.
My head was so hot when he said that. You have no... I was about to crash out, my guy.
So let me state my case here, okay? So the older fans would know that when Steve Smith made his debut, he was rated quite highly by people coming through. I think Greg Chappell rated him very highly. Steve Waugh rated him very highly. There was a time I remember just how Sir Jadeja was, for some time it was a meme. He was trolled because people they didn't feel he deserved a place. Steve Smith, I remember when he was trolled. He was a leg spinner that would bat 7 or 8. He cost Australia one T20 game, I think I remember, and I remember the hate that was directed towards him. And just look where he is right now. Imagine if people had taken that or that had some weight on it and they dropped Steve Smith. So my only point with Harshit Rana is, let me hold on. Let me get there.
I am so close to my guy throwing hands, babe. This Don Bradman.
Walk out of the park.
There is Don Bradman. There's Steve Smith. Who let this Baba in there? Harshit Rana.
I'm
They were letting anyone in nowadays, babe. What?
My only point is, Harshit Rana is 6'1", 6'2". He bowls 90 miles an hour.
If you're attracted to him, tell me, babe. It's fine. It's okay. Yeah. I mean, he starts off as 6'1", 6'2". So my guy, no one cares. Yeah.
Listen, let me make my point. He's a tall fast bowler. He swings the ball. He bowls 90 miles an hour. And he's someone who we saw a little bit. He can score a few runs as an Indian fast bowler. We don't have that luxury. All I'm saying is,
give him time.
Give him some time. If he really fails, then we drop him. There's no, and it's an ODI. We have so much time till the 2027 World Cup. He's in the T20 team.
I have one point, by the way. If Rana performs under any other coach except for Gambhir, then I'll rate him. That is all. I will die on that hill, my guy. If Gambhir is sacked and Rana still performs, then I'll rate him. That's all.
Okay,
That is all.
Today's performance, he took 2 wickets for 50 odd runs and he scored 30,
But this
33 or
total,
something.
this makes no sense. This New Zealand team,
No, I'm
like half of them are not even there. So
Yeah.
he performs now when like half the squad is not there. Okay, my guy, I will never ever glaze at Baba ever in my life, bhai.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because India has such talent where I feel like Hachitana should not even be in the 50-man squad. I will die on that hill. India's talent, they can have 3 teams. The India C team is better than half the teams in the world. More than half the teams in the world. India's C team is better than Australia's ODI team. They are that good. And the fact that Harshit Rana still finds a way in this team, I will just never. It's like, remember Jayant Yadav in 2018, 2017,
When your
2018?
Jayant Yadav
How
hit-
did Jayant Yadav make it to the Indian cricket team against Australia in a Body Gavaskar trophy? Who let him in?
He scored 100.
He was known for his spin. When did he spin the ball, my guy? Show me once when he spun the ball. He was there as a spinner. Stuart Binney. Okay, I will call them out. Stuart Binney. Jayant Yadav, my guy, who let you all in?
Stuart Binney has India's best T20.
My
It
God.
was against Bangladesh when we were defending 90 or 100 or something. But he has 6 for 7.
Shardul Thakur. I will call you out to my guy. Mumbai Tax. Okay? Yeah.
Okay. Before you all hit each other, I just want to say something. As a guy who doesn't watch cricket but
Yeah.
happened to watch today's game because you both were watching, and I have the stats open here. Okay, Harshit Rana has given away the most runs today.
Let's go!
He has played. He's given away the most fours.
Chat, Andy. Chat.
He's given away the
putting
most
yeah.
wides.
Bozo, bowler. Bozo. Yeah. Harshit Rona. Yeah.
and when I was watching, he was the one who didn't go back for the second run and got.
Hey, he's a bowler, my guy. I don't want to land on that, but yeah.
Okay, see, this is my
First. Yeah.
Yeah,
As a
I was
casual,
just-
yeah, I get it.
as a casual. Yeah.
Yeah. See, you made an Indian team. I can't slander you. Okay, but I have to give my thoughts. We don't have anything else for the pod. But yeah, talking about that, I love the Indian jersey right now. I love the kit. I just thought about this thing. I wanted to ask you. Can you name can you name at least 6 of India's shirt sponsors from 2000?
Oh,
6 of them.
from
I think
2000.
2000?
From 2006 means that 5 of them have gone under, no?
Yeah, that's the Indian jinx, the jersey
Yeah.
jinx.
Yeah. Can you name 6 of them? Like any random 6
So
of them?
I'm horrible at this, but
Yeah.
I know 2000s means Sahara was the
Sahara,
first. That was a 2003 run. Who was after Sahara?
Remember the 2007 World Cup? India's exit to Bangladesh. Remember the jersey there?
That never happened. That
That
was
never
not,
happened. Yes, yeah.
but who was it? I don't know.
Sahara, I think. That was,
No, I don't think 2007 was
I'm
Sahara.
just asking you because I can remember Sahara. 2011 World Cup was Sahara too.
Yes.
Dhoni 6. I
Yes,
remember
yes.
Sahara. 20.
Let's have someone verify this so we know.
Yeah.
I can verify because I have it in.
2011
is
World Cup
Sahara?
Sahara.
No, yeah, Sahara.
Sahara, yeah. Dhoni 6. I remember Sahara. 2014 T20 World Cup. Who did India have for that?
You can't look.
No, I don't.
I
remember
can
this.
from 2017 I'm logged in. I can name all of them. 2017 to 2019 was Oppo.
Yeah.
I remember that. COVID time was Byju's.
Yeah.
And then for the World Cup where Australia thrashed India in a final at home was Dream 11 and now it's Apollo Tyres. But what was between the 2011 to 2017 period? I want to know.
I
I
know.
don't remember that.
Because I saw.
Wait. 2015 World Cup. What did India wear in Australia wear? 2015 World Cup.
Can I give you hints?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't want to give the most obvious
Yeah.
hint though. So, think of media companies.
Media companies. TVS.
No. TVS is a bike company, right?
Choking.
I wanted to throw something.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was. Was it Reliance? Was it
No.
something?
No. It wasn't. Yeah. Media companies.
You are
TV9.
No.
No.
You're on the right track with
TV5.
Reliance.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, your Reliance TV.
Aaj Tak.
What? Was it TV 18?
Republic India.
No.
No.
Republic.
Keep naming like
Um,
category.
NDTV. Yeah. No.
No, it wasn't Indie TV. It was. Shit, I don't remember this.
I'll give you the answer.
No.
Star.
Fairs. I remember, 2014, yes. The one where India lost to Sri Lanka in the final was Star. I remember. Yeah, Fairs. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 2011, 2017 was Star. 6 years. Oh, Fairs. Yeah.
Okay, because we spoke about Sahara, who was before Sahara?
Oh.
That was a very
Glenn,
long...
you should be knowing, me. You went to the
No,
stadium and watched
I haven't. No, even I haven't
Desert
watched.
Safari, Desert Thunder, whatever, Desert Storm, whatever. Yeah.
Even I haven't watched cricket that far back. I have no
It
idea.
was ITC. They had 93 to 2001.
Oh.
Shit, yeah. I was not familiar with the
Not
game.
Kohli,
Yeah. I
ITC.
was not familiar with the game, Fairs. Yeah.
So one thing that was really notable today was so Shubman Gill was batting, and we know he's got a really good cut shot. He scores a lot of runs through backward point, and he hit a full-blooded cut shot. And the only fielder that could have even gotten close to that ball, intercepted it, almost caught it, was Glenn Phillips. And he was so disappointed that he dropped it. And I was like, if I had done that once in my life, I would be proud that I could reach the ball. So I thought that would be kind of an interesting topic. Top 5 fielders ever in cricket. You give me your 5, I'll give you my 5, and then we'll see.
The moment you mentioned fielders, the first person who came to my mind was Glenn Phillips, okay? Like, I want to quote Prime AFTV. Glenn Phillips can save the Titanic, my guy. My God, for someone who can't catch a cold, the way he dives, the way he's everywhere.
Yeah.
And you just know that if he's there and all, it has to be a 6. There's no way of scoring a 4. So for me, see, again, I grew up with prime de Villiers, okay? Like the things I've seen de Villiers do on a cricket pitch, some of the catches he's taken, I will never forget the RCB single, like one-handed catch near the boundary. So Glenn Phillips number 1 has to be, because I watched way too much of him for the last 4-5 years. Ricky Ponting has to be there. Ponting has to. I've seen some of the run outs, some of the catches. Ricky Ponting, Glenn Phillips, Ricky Ponting, in no particular order, by the way. Glenn Phillips, Ricky Ponting. I've only seen comms, by the way. Jaunty Rhodes has to be there. Comms, only from comms. No, haven't seen him live.
So you can see.
Jaunty Rhodes, Glenn Phillips, Ricky Ponting, Jadeja. Come on, I can't not put Jadeja. Jadeja has to be there, and Mohammad Kaif.
Oh, okay.
I know ball, my guy.
Yeah.
I know ball. Yeah.
Good list. Good
I
list.
spoke about him.
Yeah. Fairs.
Okay, my top 5 again in no particular order, and I want to give because you mentioned a few that I wanted to mention, so I'll give a couple of counter ones. Okay, first one, Herschel Gibbs.
I haven't watched Prime Herschel Gibson.
Herschel Gibbs was very much in
Kohli's favorite player, by the way. Remember that interview?
Under
2008 World Cup?
Under 19
World Cup, yeah.
Who's your favorite player? Herschel Gibbs.
Herschel Gibbs, yeah.
But Herschel Gibbs is one that I've seen some absolute stunners. Andrew Simons
Yeah.
is for
Underrated way, yeah.
and I've seen him in real life. Okay, the guy, he's like a tank. How the heck did he dive around? How the heck did he just? He was like lightning. He could run so fast. Bullet arm, like throw it from the outfield, Australian outfields, and like hit the stumps directly. Ricky Ponting
Has to be there, yeah.
What a
My
goat
God.
fielder. Probably, can we just include catchers as like fielders? We can.
Yeah, you can.
So Rahul Dravid doesn't get
Slip
enough.
catching, okay.
Yeah.
Fairs bit. The most slip catches ever in Test cricket.
Not anymore. Now it's Joe Root.
Joe Root, okay.
Oh, is
Where
it
is
Joe
Steve
Root or-
Smith?
They're both around
They're both
there.
around
Yeah.
the same, okay.
Smith is, I think, a little below. And last, okay, so there are.
Give me like a mad underrated shout, like someone who'd never, like, Papas would never think about it, like a very like underrated shout.
So there are 2 that I've not seen, but I've read a lot about. Kapil Dev was an amazing fielder.
Oh,
Kapil Dev, that 1983 World Cup, he was the one who caught
yeah.
Vivrich's thing, and they say that he's one of the few that would have got there and taken it. Mohammad Azharuddin for India was an amazing fielder. He's one person that used to really put it
like
on.
the cats which you fixed or the ones?
Should I leave that?
Hey, that can be on the
Yeah,
pod,
yeah,
okay?
it's
That
fine,
has
it's
to be
fine,
there.
yeah.
Because of you, HCA is ruined, you bozo, yeah.
Okay, Yuvraj
But-
Singh.
yeah.
You have to mention Yuvraj Singh. I remember this one, 2004, he took this catch against Bangladesh. People don't rate it.
Okay.
Paul Collingwood. People don't rate
Fairs,
Paul
that's a
Collingwood.
mad shout, be. Fairs, yeah.
Jadeja, you have to mention.
Challenge has to be there, yeah.
And
I have one, by the way. Mad underrated. No one talks about him. Mad fielder, gun fielder, the pace, Inzamambe.
probably
Yeah.
okay.
I
Do we
Yeah,
have
someone
anyone?
else.
I've only done 4. I can't think of because I don't want to repeat anyone on your list. I'll tell you one person again, underrated, probably not the best, but Sachin Tendulkar.
Duplessis.
Duplessis also,
is
yeah.
mad.
yeah.
Tendulkar.
So
Oh.
Tendulkar is not given credits for being like a good fielder. Like you don't see comps of him. I have seen some amazing catches, runouts,
Oh.
and Sachin, like even the 2011 World Cup, my guy was 37. He was on the boundary. He was feeling like long off. I don't know whose idea it was to put Sachin at long off, but he was diving around for the ball. So underrated Sachin. If I had to pick one, let's say one person, prime say series like World Cup final on the line,
Glenn Phillips.
I would put Jadeja.
Jadeja. Glenn Phillips. Any day for me.
I rate. Y'all can let us know in the comments who do you think is your fielder and
What
if
about
you agree.
Kohli? We haven't chatted about Kohli.
Kohli is
My guy, if you put in Tendulkar, you have to put Kohli to them.
Yeah,
Kohli's fielding is something else. Yeah.
you're saying that
Yeah.
Rohit Sharma.
Put the
Yeah.
flies in the
Yeah.
when it dives, the belly will protect him, my guy.
You're saying, you're saying
He'll bounce on his belly, babe. Put the fries in the bag, babe. I'm sorry.
till
You've been letting anyone in now, babe.
Josh, till 2015, Rohit Sharma was
2026, my guy. It's big 2026.
Rohit Sharma was a good fielder. I'm not sure we can keep this in, but okay, fine.
Hey,
Oh!
my guy. Hey,
Okay, that
you
is-
Google it, by the way. No ball knowledge here.
That is from our man off screen, Mr. Nandez.
Yes,
but yes,
that's a mad
I
shout.
can't
That's a
believe
mad
we've
shout,
forgotten like one of
Yeah.
the goats of Indian
He was
fielding,
something
Suresh
else,
Raina.
babe. Raina at point.
There was a time when it was Raina, Yuvraj. We had a young Robin Uthappa at like cover. That
Yeah.
was insane.
Best, man. Okay, best wicket keeper for you? Just like a proper shot, but it's best wicket keeper that you've seen.
That I've seen.
Yeah. Or give me one that you take for all 3 formats. Like one wicket keeper, all 3 formats for his just keeping, no batting abilities and stuff, just keeping, my guy.
The thing is, like wicket keeping, like say if it's stumpings, I would put Dhoni. If it's
Dhoni. That's a Dhoni. Okay, yeah.
yeah, okay. If it's stumpings, I would put Dhoni. If it's catching, I would put someone like huge Saha fan. I feel Saha is so underrated, keeping against spin. Gilchrist, Ryan Gilchrist.
Sangakkara any day for me.
Sangakkara is a
Any day.
keeper.
Yes, he's a mad keeper, my guy. What do you mean?
Don't rate. I think he was a
He kept to Muralidharan for like 15 years.
no, but he didn't. He kept for like 7 years, and then when he became like a prime batsman, he stopped keeping.
Yeah, but Sangakkara has to be. I feel like all 3 formats, Sangakkara has to be there. I feel Gilchrist, yeah, obviously.
I'll
yeah.
tell you who probably overall goat.
Yeah.
And even like the thing, someone who 2, Mark Boucher,
Yes.
and I've heard so much about Ian Healy. I feel Ian Healy is like
He had prime 1, that too. So
Against-
right now, by the way, currently, who do you rate? For me, Alex KDB. I think he's probably one of the most underrated players right now in the Australian cricket squad. He was keeping up, okay, to the stumps and all, to a Scott Boland who was bowling 135, 140, because England's strategy was to always go after the ball, step down the pitch and all, just go down the track, keep hitting like whacking plays and stuff and all. The fact that he was keeping up kept them in the crease, and they got so many slip catches because of that. And the way he was keeping, he took like 3 or 4 caught behinds and all to a 135 Scott Boland. His keeping is so underrated, and to that too, the fact that he was a professional rugby player. Initially, he was not a cricketer, by the way. He was trained in rugby. He then moved to cricket because his dad trained him how to keep and stuff and all. And what a batsman too. I feel like I thought we can never see. I'm not like giving him shouts of Gilchrist, and I'm not comparing. He's the closest we've come to Gilchrist. Like we've had Haddon. He was nowhere close. Tim Payne, I don't even want to chat about Tim Payne. I feel like he's probably the closest we've come to someone like Gilchrist. And I feel like we are so lucky to have him. It's just the fact that he's like 34, 35 already. I just hope, I wish that we got him like back in like the 2015s, 2016s and stuff and all, and we didn't have to go through the whole Tim Payne phase.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one play I want to give a big shout out for. Yeah.
I like, since we're on the topic of the Ashes,
Yeah.
congratulations by the way. We have won. Y'all can let him know in the comments what y'all think about that.
Who did you support, by the way?
For the Ashes?
Yeah.
I
Don't tell me you were neutral, big. Come on. You
No,
must have had like someone, you were rooting for someone.
Obviously, I wanted England to win, but they played like the
You
most.
want England to win.
Yeah.
You were rooting for like McCullum and like Stokes and all.
Yeah. Anyone to not let you win, obviously. You think I want you to be happy? I'm your
You were rooting for baseball.
No, but I just wasn't rooting for Australia.
I thought everyone hates baseball, my guy.
We do, but we hate Australia on the same level.
Shit, bae. Okay, fairs.
You think we'll ever forgive you for 2023? Never. But I like the fact that I don't know who was it. Andrew McDonald who brought it up. Someone had brought it up about Carey keeping up to the stumps, and it was a very strategic call. And the fact that first there's like a big bowler's ego hit that comes into it. Like these are, imagine all the damn 6'6", 6'7" guys, and they're standing up to the stumps to them.
Yeah.
But he enabled that strategy to work. That was one thing. And the fact that the Australians are so damn accurate. Boland will not miss his line or length for anything.
C-Tech McGrath, bae. McGrath on Misho, my guy. My God, yeah.
Both those things combined. There were times when England kind of flattered to deceive. I thought there were times when Australia also kind of let them back a little bit into the series. But just class apart, a team that knows what they're doing at home versus a team that thought they knew what they were doing. Their attack fell apart after the first three tests. They didn't have...
Archer, Wood.
Yeah, they thought they're coming there with... First, there was this topic. Steve Smith said... Australia's not that country anymore where you come here with 90-mile-an-hour bowlers and want everyone to be fast. You need skill. So people that have come here and done well earlier are they're skillful bowlers. Let's dive into what do you think about it?
I think the first thing we need to talk about is the interview of Nasser Hussain with Brendan McCullum. So I watched the interview twice, by the way. So if you all have time, go check out the Sky Sports cricket interview of Nasser Hussain, who's an excellent captain. Not a very good one, by the way, but an amazing journalist. He interviewed Brendan McCullum on what went wrong in the series. And I think that was probably one of the best pieces of journalism I've seen in a very, very long time, where an ex-player who played the sport, who knows what he's asking, I think he asked some really good questions, some really hard-hitting questions. Brendan McCullum did take it kind of personal, where he told, you know what, I do take offense to that. But I think those questions were required, and he kept it very professional too. So I think I really want to give a shout out to Nasser Hussain, because I don't think anyone else would ask those questions in India, especially where you actually go and question someone like a big figure like Gautam Gambhir or Rohit Sharma if something goes wrong. They always look at you, what could you have done better or something like that. But these were like really good questions.
What did he ask?
He asked stuff like, this was going to fail. Like you saw the first two tests. Why do you persevere with the same thing? Do the batsmen have accountability for the shots? Like, for example, I can talk about Jamie Smith's shot against Marnus Labuschagne. In the fifth test, when they were going really well, they had a partnership of 95. Labuschagne, who's like a part-time bowler who has no pace, no spin, nothing, just comes down the track, hits a bozo shot and gets out. And there's a whole collapse after that and all, and don't go for like a big score. So he told, do they even have accountability for the shots? Do you even like tell them? Do you criticize them over the shots? He's like, we do it off camera, we don't do it on camera. And so there were like a whole lot of things, and Nasser was pissed off saying, I think the batsmen don't care about what the shots, they don't care about their scores, their average and stuff. Even if they fail, they get a chance again and all. They couldn't care less about failing and stuff. He asked really good questions. If you all have time, you all have to go check it out, because I think that was probably some of the best piece of journalism I've seen. Yeah, really, really good. Yeah.
I watched the interview where it was Athers and Nasser Hussain with Rocky.
Yeah.
So there was a lot, and they're all friends. Okay, that's another thing.
It's
but
awkward too, yeah.
Yeah, but I think that more props to them. The fact that they're able to openly question. So there was a lot of thing of preparation. McCullum's, we were too prepared.
After the second test,
it was, we were over prepared. And I'll tell you what. When people said that this Australian team was the worst it's been at for a long time,
Stuart Broad.
It wasn't just Stuart Broad though.
He was the one who was actually like chatting, and everyone was like co-signing him, saying it's the worst Australian team ever.
No, but I co-signed with that. Like Cummins was not playing. You had Hazelwood was out
Out of
from the
series,
start. Smith was not
Not the
in.
greatest of forms,
Manas Labuschagne started the series with a lot of question marks. He had a good form through the Sheffield Shield,
yeah.
but he was not scoring runs. Khwaja was again questions over his form. England had a chance. If anything else, this gives me more respect for the fact that we won 2 series down under, because even 2018, I know Smith
That
and
hurts.
like 2018 they wrote it off because Smith and Warner were not there. We were still facing Prime, Cummins, Hazelwood, Stark and Lyon every single match.
Forget about that. You all are playing a C team.
Yeah.
Remember Washington Sundar, Shardul Thakur?
No, I'm saying 2018.
2018 ka series, okay.
2021 also,
was
yeah.
the one with,
Yeah.
what's his name? The Tamil bowler.
Natarajan. Yeah.
Just random NPCs who pulled up and win a series in Australia. And that too after losing the first test with Kohli as captain.
Yeah.
So I will never forget. That series was something else, yeah.
And the fact is, I think, so there was this huge controversy about baseball also, because like Ben Stokes is heart on his sleeve kind of leader. He's like follow me into battle kind of a thing. And the players really like him. And then suddenly he had one innings where he's like 30 of 85 balls or something like that. And people are like, oh, so you guys go and play baseball, I will kind of play test cricket. It seemed like they were very confused tactically. They were just not there. They probably didn't have the right personnel. I think Josh Tongue did a good job. I think from England's side, the only positives I think were Joe Root with a slight asterisk, because he did score 200s, but they were on the flattest tracks in like the best conditions. But still, 200s, best Ashes series for him.
Shout out to Jacob Bethel, by the way. I
Yeah.
know RCB fans will glaze all over him right now. My God, when he scored the century, I was checking the comments. RCB forever. RCB blood. My guy's born in England. You bozos, what? RCB blood.
He's
Yeah.
not born in England. He's born in the Caribbean.
Jacob Bethel.
Yes!
So it's
He's got. Have you not seen his interviews?
No.
He talks like this, man. That's a horrible
hey
accent.
man. So dad's English, mom's English, like no one's English.
No. Dad is Caribbean. He moved to England when he was 4 years
So
old or
who's
something.
English then?
I think no. Like naturalization.
Oh,
He's been there since he was 4 years old or something.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, but he
what
still
an
has a-
innings way,
yeah.
It reminded me of like a left-handed Jonathan Trott, if that's the way to put it, because he was so composed. So he looked like. And by the way, do you see the resemblance to Sam Curran in him? The face, the batting shape, the stance and stuff and all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one good thing. I think he's sound lookout for the future. Brook, I just don't know I don't know what to say about Brook. Like I don't know if I should rate him or just slander him. Like he seems so good for 20 balls and then suddenly does something like he has a Bowser gene in him. Like does something absolutely out of pocket and all. Yeah, so
And then he has issues with bouncers on and off the field.
Fairs, babe. If you have ball knowledge, you'll get that. Yeah, Fairs. Did you watch the Stick to Cricket pod?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
I
Okay.
didn't.
Go check it out with Michael Vaughan.
Okay.
They spoke about
Yeah,
this. Yeah.
but I think very few positives to draw for England. They're calling for an overhaul, but even then, who replaces McCullum? I don't think Stokes will get replaced. But
They'll keep Stokes, babe. Yeah,
probably, I see some heads rolling. Probably Zach Crawley is going to be out.
Yeah.
But
It was
knowing,
harsh on Pope, by the way.
yeah,
If you're giving
yeah.
Crawley so many chances, give Pope a chance, my guy.
Yeah.
Come on, yeah.
He's also
So-
played some amazing innings. Yeah.
But I want to talk about Stark right now. I mean, I've said enough about Stark. I feel like I can glaze him all over. I can just say a lot of things about Stark. What do you think about Stark? He's 35, 36, by the way.
35, turning 36, I think. in a
36,
bit.
yeah. 31 wickets.
30. So I'll tell you what. We had chatted about this before the series, and I said if he has a bad series, it's probably you felt he's carrying on, but I thought I genuinely thought if he had a bad series,
He's going to retire.
end of the road for him.
Yes, yeah.
And he just turned that on its head, because I mean, if you say stepping up in a key moment, first match of the Ashes, when you have Cummins not there, when Hazelwood is not there, you come in and you take a 7-for, your first 7-for in Test cricket. Okay, now forget that first Test match. 31 wickets overall. Forget that.
250s.
250s.
Yeah.
And I was seeing this stat the other day. His average speed across 5 Test matches were 142 point
That
something.
is nuts, pay.
For
That
a-
is nuts. Average speed.
I mean, I can't glaze him enough
Yeah.
for what he did. It was skill, it was hostility, it was one of the best I'll put it up there with Mitchell Johnson's.
2013, 2014.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's in terms of Mitchell. It was a different kind of a thing. Mitchell
Yeah.
Johnson was scary.
It was more threatening, but yeah.
But Stark was just always there. He had like a Bumrah sort of a series where anytime the captain needed someone, it was Stark, and he just delivered. Because if you didn't have a Cummins or a Hazelwood, you didn't have that penetrative sort of a thing. Like Scott Boland, he needed a bit of help. Even whoever played, who else played?
Michael Neser.
Neser played. You had
My God, why am I forgetting the names?
the other
Michael Neser, him, Brendan Doggett.
Doggett.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all of them, like if I was an Australian captain, it wouldn't give me confidence. Okay, there's a partnership building.
Yeah.
Who do I turn to? It was Stark, and I love the fact that earlier he used to be a really like hot-headed, riled up kind of a guy. He's so chill right now while he's doing this.
He's a very sweet person, by the way. There's an interview of Kohli where he says Stark is one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. The way he bowls, it doesn't seem the way at all. Yeah.
Do you remember there was this time where he was struggling with his run-up? This was a long time ago, 7 years ago, and he had the little wristband that just said "F it, bowl fast."
Yeah. Oh, I didn't see that.
So
So
it was very like a psychological thing, and
yeah. Something else.
The goats of.
Did you watch the spot of Anderson talking about effort? Saying Stokes was glazing his bowlers, saying they're putting in the effort and stuff. He told effort is a bare minimum. Look at Stark. Does he ever say, you know what, I'm putting in the effort? He was bowling, like you mentioned, I think an entire spell was like about 145 at one point. The average speed might have gone down 142, but the entire spell at 145 for a 35-year-old who's been doing it for the past 10, 12 years at the highest level.
And playing fifth test.
Fifth test, yeah.
I mean, if he had dropped down to 130, 135, even you wouldn't have held it against him. You would have said it is
for
fine.
Sure, yeah.
But my just commitment to the next level, and someone else who again just destroyed England. Like, what do you do when Travis Head scores 600 runs against you in like a? Who do you like?
Yeah.
I feel like you can still plan against Smith. Smith will still score runs, but you can at least slow him down. You can do something. When Travis Head,
if he has one good hour, finito. Yeah.
it is like, I mean, this Australian team, it annoys me so much because India was so close to. We had Kohli. Why did you quit, man? But this is now the best test team of the last, I don't know, 2-3 years. They are so good that their B team, C team also is coming in and just dominating. Anything else?
Yeah, it was a great series when, I mean, I was hoping for a whitewash. That small asterisk, the Melbourne test. Oh, if only we had like a good wicket and not like a Bubba 2-day wicket and all. Yeah, it would have been like a proper whitewash. But I'm mad happy. I was gassed. I followed almost like 90% of the days I followed. There were a few days where it kind of got to a point where I felt like, you know what, it's not even interesting anymore. Like there was no fight from the English team and all. Absolutely no fight at all. So, yeah.
It kind of had shades of 2007 where
6-7 final.
The Ashes where 5. Oh, you mean
6-7.
5-0? Yeah,
6-7.
Where Flintoff was the captain.
1-6-1-7. Yeah, final. Wants and McGrath's last series, right?
Yeah. So because even then Flintoff had come in with a lot of hype around it. There was a lot of things going for them, and
Fair bet. But yeah, gassed about it. And we'll be having a lot more cricket content. We have the T20 World Cup coming soon. We have the Football World Cup coming soon. So if you all like this, just let us know. If you have any shouts, if you want us to talk about something else, please let us know. Yeah.
Thank you so much to everyone that's followed along on Instagram. If you haven't, please go ahead, send this to your friends, share it. It helps us out a lot. Make sure that they hit the follow button. If you're on YouTube, hi, thank you so much for listening to us for such a long time. We drone on for like an hour at some point. But please make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon so that you know when we post a new video.
This episode has been sponsored by Jack Shet. So if you want us to get sponsored and make a living out of this, please subscribe so that once we hit 10,000 subscribers, we can go to some brands and say, please give us some money. So we will put your can in the table and give you some,
Prime real estate this is, guys. Sponsors, I don't know why you're not lined up.
I know you're watching. Prime.
What do we think of Arsenal?
Shit.
What do we think of shit?
Arsenal.
Thank you.
That's all right.
We hate Arsenal. We hate Arsenal. We hate Arsenal. We hate Arsenal.
I don't even know. I just saw the reel. Oh.
It's okay. So yes, see you in the next episode. We are massively all in for 2026. So we are not going to slow down. You'll see a lot more variety content as well. It's not just us sitting in a table and talking. We'll switch things up now and then. So for all the interesting bits, stay tuned and subscribe and wait for the next episode. Good night.
Scenes.